All right, so James is a Lucina, apparently. It's not Rivers James.
James, no shoyo.
Yeah, yeah, minus shoyo.
He's just a dude.
Yeah, he's just a dude, bro. And then we got oh, that's mislabeled. It's DanTheMan is who actually.
I have to say, like, no slight to James because I'm sure he's a great dude, but I swear to God, like, you're playing Lucina with a tag like James. It's basically like saying, "Hi, my name's Bob. My name's Bob Jones." It's like the name you come up with when you're trying to think of like a random opponent to make up. Like, oh, I lost to James and Lucina. It's like.
That used to be how people felt about Rivers James. I forget who made the comment. Probably someone. Oh god, this is looking a little muddy. The connection. But, yeah. So I just remember someone saying, "Ooh, slapping him." Someone saying basically, like I don't know if it feels worse losing to Luigi or just someone named James because this was in Smash 4 when he was using Luigi, and I'm like, I don't know, man. It was something along those lines. It was maybe a little different than that, but something similar.
I was watching this Apex 20. I think it was, what was the last Apex that happened? 2017 or something like that. And James was playing Cloud, and he was DMG James. And he was fighting Mr. E, and I was like, "There's just some regular guy just enter this tournament with Cloud," and he's like, "Hi, I'm James. I'm James the Cloud." Like, I was like, "Who is this guy?" And then I realized James is godlike.
Yeah, it took people a while to figure that one out, but if you like went to a local with him when he was kind of just getting started out, you kind of just knew. I don't know, just like you can kind of tell sometimes certain talent levels when you see it in action.
I think even the best players can eye up potential and who's gonna like grow. Like, there's been a lot of players at majors that I've played who I'm like, I've never heard of this guy before. He just whooped my ass, and then they're like a high-level player like a month or two later, and they're just like they're taking names off all the PR players in the region. I'm like, how did you get good so fast? Who are you? Where did you come from?
Yeah, well, that's the kind of best and worst part about this sort of like having an online interface too, is it kind of opens up the door for anyone and everyone. And I know it loses a lot of the luster of locals, but it's kind of like its own level of fun. I think it's kind of just its own thing, you know, online versus offline. Like, it's two very different things. So seeing anyone come up from either level though is still pretty fun because then you get to see the player.
It's so awesome to see players that like, because they're offline, like online. I feel like the skill level is like so condensed because if you're willingly entering an online tournament, you're eliminating most of the social aspect out of Smash, which means you're here to play. You're here to win. You're here to learn. You're here to play. You're here to grow. I see, you know, a lot of people, locals, who just go 0-2 every week because the only reason they're there is just they want to chill out. They want to hang out with their friends and have a good time. So it's just like it's who's putting in the most work, basically. You know, who's there to grow and improve, and that's how you get good quickly, is just playing a bunch, studying what you're screwing up on, and you know, that's just the recipe for success.
It's really true, and I'm seeing it in chat right now. Is like Leon, before anyone really knew who Leon was, who literally squeaked his way onto the last New Jersey PR, which was
I remember that,
was like a big meme in the first place because
for sure everyone memed on it
because everyone was already playing Ultimate. None of the pro level players were playing. And then, so you had a few people sneak on who have always been close, but they kind of kept grinding. And then, like, you had me, who was a psycho and kept going with Smash 4 until the very bitter end. I was like, well, no, like, I have a PR presentation for the past couple of years. I have to have the last one. And then, so it exists. So if you go back and look at the like, that was Leon's first kind of tick. And then it literally took him maybe 2 months' time to, like, make a huge splash in Ultimate.
Literally, he at Smash and Splat. I mean, you cut to the kid who made like one of the last spots on the last Smash.
I think he was 15. I think he literally got 15. That was another thing. People didn't even like 15-man PR. Like, that was like a huge meme.
Cut to a room of 1,000 people screaming because Cosmos just got absolutely ravaged by Leon. Like, dude, I'm talking destroyed. Yeah. Like, watch that VOD. You see Kelvin sprinting across the venue because he's losing his mind because of how hard he got destroyed. Yeah. Oh my god. Dude, Jersey popped off so hard at this.
This is what I think, and take this with a grain of salt, and take this with all of the bias as someone who spent a lot of time investing in this particular little niche of competitive gaming.
You've seen a lot of shit because you get to see everyone's stories.
I've seen like everything, and that's like the funny thing about it. Like it is genuinely very interesting like, at its core. It gets lost because every area has their own sort of version of that and own sort of thing. But at a top level is where you see that. Otherwise, you don't see it that much because there's no centralization. So with that in mind, the first PGR had so many New Jersey players. It was all New Jersey players.
A lot of tri-state.
I think there was literally 7 New Jersey and then like a couple New York.
A couple in New York. You had Alan make Area 51. Frozen made it on. Who else? There's a couple of others. And then obviously it was the usual suspects like Mr. E, DeBuzz.
Yeah, dude. And like so then you have all that. And then the next PGR, it all tapered off because I think New Jersey was just so well organized and represented.
They broke out, dude. They lapped New York heavily.
Everything was presented, and New Jersey has been on the grind since Smash 4, like fiends. Like that's why everything has always kind of panned out here. It's like kind of a smaller. It's small enough where you could travel from the top to the bottom of the state. Like New Jersey's big enough where it'll take you a few hours, but like it's also small enough where it's possible.
I feel like it's slowed down a little bit with online though. Like you're seeing, there's some people still. Really
everyone stops for the most part.
Atomisk has been going at it for sure though.
Yeah, that's like a different going at it. And the nice part about Atomisk, and he's in this bracket, is I feel like he's actually having some degree of fun with the game, despite saying like, "Oh, it sucks."
I know, I'm seeing incredible amounts of self-loathing, but I'm like, he's got to be still enjoying.
Yeah, you're getting something out of it,
like,
regardless. I mean, we all hit that like reluctance with Smash. It's kind of sad. Dude, we're talking about this.
I know,
Dan, I feel like DanTheMan is just like turning up, dude. Like,
Dan the hands right now, bro.
Dan's good too, dude. Like Dan, I think did he like win a Xeno or something, or placed really well?
He's made like really good tri-state like online results lately. I just feel like Philly's just. I don't know if it was Beast who just spawned these great trainer players, because I feel like once there's one good player of characters in a region, you just start seeing a whole bunch more breakout. Yep. I was watching Vacation the other day, which is another tri-state online weekly, and there's another Pokemon trainer from Philly going off. It wasn't DanTheMan and it wasn't Beast, and I was just like, what the hell's going on? Like, just and Pokemon everywhere in that region. Like you just got good Pokemon trainers coming out of Pennsylvania.
That does tend to happen with regions where it's like you have one really good player and then several spawn. Like that's happened in Jersey. That happened with like Diddy Kong here in Smash 4. That's happened with I don't know. It just kind of happens. Yeah, it's Philly in particular does have Beast with Pokemon Trainer, and I know
had a great Incineroar too, by the way. DanTheMan.
And then like Dan and Beast are pretty close as far as I know. I mean, they all from the same no pause tournaments. At the very least have the same team.